In this week's Dividend News, we're going to talk about 13 different companies who have announced increases to their dividends. And we're going to start by looking at 5 different companies who have just gone through the comprehensive capital analysis and review. And basically, it's a United States regulatory framework introduced by the Federal Reserve in 2009 that assesses, regulates, and supervises large banks and financial institutions. And the first we're going to look at is the Goldman Sachs Group, ticker symbol GS, who's announced a 10% increase to their dividend. Next, we have Citigroup, who's announced a 4% dividend boost that's going to hit us in Q3. And as we just closed out Q2 of this year, they've also logged $1 billion in buybacks of its common stock. The Bank of New York Mellon Corporation has announced a 14% dividend increase, which we'll see starting in Q4 of this year. Morgan Stanley is planning a 9.7% dividend hike and a $20 billion multi-year stock buyback plan. And State Street Corporation plans to increase their dividend by 10%, and they're planning to continue common stock buybacks under their existing authorization for up to a total of $4.5 billion this year. First, Bancorp is raising their dividend by 2.9%, with a forward yield of 5.7%. They go ex-dividend July 7th with a pay date of July 20th. The Greenbrier Companies is increasing their dividend by 11.1%, forward yield of 3.69%. They go ex-dividend July 17th with a pay date of August 8th. United Security Bank Shares is raising their dividend by 9.1%, forward yield of 7.43%. Ex-dividend date is July 7th with a pay date of July 24th. Ryman Hospitality Properties just announced a 33.3% increase in their dividend. They went ex-dividend on June 29th with a pay date on July 17th. Worthington Industries announced a 3.2% increase in their dividend, forward yield of 2.03%, ex-dividend date September 14th with a pay date of September 29th. General Mills is raising their dividend by 9.3%, forward yield of 2.92%, ex-dividend date is July 7th with a pay date of August 1st. Korn Ferry has announced a 20% increase in their dividend, forward yield of 1.42%, ex-dividend date July 6th with a pay date of July 31st. John Wiley & Sons is showing a warning sign from Seeking Alpha that they're at risk of performing badly, as they've got characteristics which have been historically associated with poor future stock performance. But they did just increase their dividend by 0.7%. The forward yield is 4.48%. They go ex-dividend July 5th with a pay date of July 20th. And if it's helpful to you, I'll link my dividend spreadsheet in the comments below, and then you can track along with me as we go through week to week. And until next time, take a peek at this video next.